So now we're going to test Fear 3 on the Lenovo IdeaPad Y580 with lovely dedicated graphics. You can see our settings here. We're running at 1680 by 1050 resolution because that's the maximum resolution the game offers, even though the display is 1920 by 1080. That's not an option. We've got VSync on, shadow quality is standard, texture quality is medium, and translucent quality is standard. Anti-aliasing is off. And we are running in full screen mode rather than windowed mode. Obviously the game is running very smoothly. We've got 60 frames per second here. We're pretty much pegged. Once in a while it'll drop down. You can see to 54, 57. It's stupendous. Certainly more than enough to handle it. Little firefight going on. Drops to low 50s for a moment. Clearly we've got more than enough power to play this game beautifully. So that's Fear 3 on the IdeaPad Y580. Now we're going to test out Batman Arkham City on the Lenovo Y580, and here are the settings we're going to use. Full screen mode, full 1920 by 1080 resolution, VSync on, anti-aliasing set to medium. It would be interesting to set that to off too to see how that does. DirectX 11 turned off. I have yet to see any computer play this well with DirectX 11 turned on. Detail very high, dynamic shadows, motion blur, distortion, lens flare, all those other goodies are turned on. And now we're in Batman Arkham City. See, the frame rates are good. We're right now in the mid-40s.
The only way to get by in this place is to get ourselves some respect.
Hitting the 50s now in the cutscene.
Get respect. Show them all that we do things.
Taking out the thug with the gun is the key. Without him, the rest of the room won't be a problem.
We will own this town. We will rule this town. Or you can just leave now.
What's he doing here?
Our friend Batman has arrived. Grab him and cut him in two. Hold still while I pass judgment.
Very busy scene now. Obviously lots of bad guys on the floor, so we're dropping down to the upper 20s for frame rate. In this kind of game, that's still pretty playable.
Your mother won't recognize you when I'm finished with you.
Hurry up and tell him. I gotta taste you something.
So that's Batman Arkham City on the Lenovo IdeaPad Y580. Okay, now we're in Crisis 2 on the Lenovo IdeaPad Y580, and here are our graphics settings. We're going for full HD resolution, 1920 by 1080, full screen mode, VSync is on, system spec is high, which is actually your lowest option. Go figure. And we are not using DirectX 11. As you can see, our frame rates are in the mid-40s, sometimes dropping down a little bit. It's pretty playable for a first-person shooter kind of game.
Roger that.
Firefight drops us down to mid-30s, still playable. All in all, it's doing very well. Man, beautiful screen. It just makes gaming a pleasure. It's such a nice screen. Obviously good speakers, too. That's Crysis 2, playing at native 1920 by 1080 resolution with the NVIDIA GTX 660M graphics card with 2 gigs of VRAM.